My idea to be able to get water inside the brew house is to kind of set it up like a camper. So that what I'll do is I'll put this through the wall. This will actually be on the outside. So this will sit through the wall. My main water will come in through here, and I'll connect the two together. And that'll be my water supply. It'll just be cold. But I don't really need hot water here. Eventually I might put a small hot water heater in out here, but to get me through, no, not going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. I'm going to use this hole saw, and I want to come in from both ends. So I want to come in, I want to drill my hole from this side and then go from the outside and come in. The only way that I'm going to be guaranteed that I hit the right spot is if I have a pilot hole to go the whole way through the wall. Enters this very long drill bit. We're going to drill this outside hole now. Right there is the pilot hole. So we're going to do the outside hole now. That should be up a little bit. So that extension, that little extension will allow me to run my hose from the spigot over here, which has a winter cover on it for right now, all the way over, and hook it back up right there. So yesterday I ran my pipe through the wall, so I'm good there, and I'm now starting to run my cold water in. So I'm going to run cold water over to the sink. I'll tee off, and I'm going to run it along over here to bring it over to a spigot over by the brew area. I'm getting my drain started. So the drain is going to be interesting to try and figure out. The water line's not so bad, and I like the idea of the way that I'm doing this was I'm just running a hose from my outside spigot to here. This isn't going to be like under pressure all the time. I'm only going to have water out here when I want water and when I need water. The drain, however, and this is on this side, so everything's on this side, so I'll run over there and come across and it'll be fine. The drain, however, for this is going to be interesting because I need to drain out over on this corner. So I need to be able to get in. I have a door in the way. So I have a couple different ideas on how I'm going to do this. I haven't quite settled on one particular way yet. Update time. So got the water ran in. It goes underneath the sink. It travels behind the keezer and comes up. I'm going to mount this right 2x4 right on the wall here. I have a stud that's here in the middle, and that's going to be what my anchor is. Off of this 2x4, I am going to be mounting this filter. This is an inline filter, and this will be my water for my kettle. I'm also going to put, there'll be two spigots. One will be a spigot that I can use for just water, and the other is going to be a spigot that I can use for just filtered water. Initially, I was going to set this up over here to where it was just one spigot. Then I got to thinking, why would I do that? I'll use up my filter on water that I'm running through my chiller. Don't want to do that. So what I want to do is I am going to have two spigots. One spigot is going to be for the filter, and the other is going to be for my chiller and just regular water as I need it. So I got the filter mounted. It's right here. My in for the water on the filter is here, and this is my out. And then I got to run, I have this teed off in the back so that I have a separate water line going into the filter and a separate water line going into one of the spigots so that I have full out water going into one of them. So, all right, there we have it. That's the main line coming in. You can see the top line is actually going into the filter, coming back out of the filter and into the what we'll call the kettle or clean water. And then the bottom line comes in behind the filter and goes over to that spigot, and then that will hook right onto my jaded chiller. So I'm pretty happy with the way this has turned out so far. I need to go through and put a few more anchors in on the line going down through to make everything nice and secure. We'll give it a pressure test tomorrow. See how that goes. We are two days later because I did most of this on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday I finished up. Today's Tuesday. So everything is sat and dried and cured and all that jazz as good as it's going to. So I'm going to go through and make sure all of the valves are shut off. Okay. So garden hose is turned on. It's dripping on me. Not the garden hose, but everything else. So we're good to here. So I don't understand that. Why did that happen? Okay, well, it's clear this is a fail. That did not work at all. I've got to figure this problem out. This would be the reason why you do pressure checks before you plan a brew day. Check and make sure all your equipment is working as it should. And you guys just saw that did not work. And I think I know the reason why. Because that is a frost-free through-wall spigot. In other words, it's not a ball valve like this to where, you know, you're wide open or you're closed. On this one, it really doesn't matter the direction of flow. You know, it's a ball valve. It's going to shut it off on either side. It makes no difference. The open and close is in the back. So this has a rod that runs the whole length of it, and when you turn the knob, it pulls in the plunger against the mechanism inside here, and then allows everything that's in the front here to run out on the floor outside, so that this pipe has no water in it. All the water is being held back on this side with the pressure going that way. Well, I've reversed that. The pressure is going this way. So that did not work. That did not work at all. So I'm going to use a regular spigot on the outside. These spigots, something similar to this, but I want to have one that has a mount on the back side of it. We'll go through the wall. I'll be able to hook my hose up to it. It seals up here at the handle, so it's not draining anything out from this plunger. This is why you test things. This is definitely why you test things. Howdy folks, I'm back. Trying to wreck everything. Saturday morning. As you can see, from the pressure test the other day. Fail. Complete fail. Complete fail. So, as with any project that you do, requires multiple trips to Lowe's. And this is what I got. So, bingo, bango, bingo. This is going to be my new thing. So I want to take the through-wall frost-free spigot off, because that actually seals from the back and has a mechanism in it that dumps this out. So it's designed for water to only go that way, not for it to go this way. Whereas using just a regular spigot, it doesn't matter which direction the water goes. You're either going to shut it off or you're going to turn it on. And that's it. So, yeah, let's get back at it, shall we? Good Lord. So, I've definitely got water to here now. So, fingers crossed. No leaks. We're good there. Look underneath the sink here. No leaks there. Alright. That's a solid pipe. No leaks here. That spigot's on. This filter should now be full. So let's see what we get out of this. Bam! Filtered water. Hells to the yeah. Oh yeah. I got me some water now. Booyah! Cold water. But it's water. So I think I fixed the drain. So I'm good there. All I have to do is hook that old hose up right there and run it out there. I ran down the Lowe's, got myself a 25-foot RV hose for fresh water, so that way I'm always good. And I got one of these deals that I can actually put some, you know, like spray nozzle and whatnot in here, and I can roll this hose up and just set it right on here for when I'm not using it. In the winter time, I'll continuously unhook this, blow it out so that all the water's out of it. But when I'm not using it, it can store here, and same with that guy. They can both store right on this guy. So that's working pretty well. I'm happy about that. Alright, we're back. End of a very, very productive day. So, here's where we're at. Water is ran. I have got my regular water right here. I've got my filtered water right here. This hose I have set up. This is my my temperature sensitive hose, which will hook up to the jaded chiller, which will go clean into the sink. So all of our stuff's hooked up. Both of these are actually good drinking water. There's no issues. It's just one's filtered and one's not. So if I want to, do something, if I need to do a quick clean or a quick rinse, I can. The clear hose, I can hook up to the jaded chiller, so I'm not wasting my filter water on chilling beer. So it should work out pretty well. Got the sink all hooked up, got the drain figured out. I'm using a garden hose in the back for right now. I've got an RV hose for my water in. Everything's good. Everything worked out nice. The brew house is cleaned back up again. And I also set up some new lighting. So check this out. We'll turn the sun off. Poof. Yeah. Yeah. Nice soft lighting. So I put some rope lighting up over the windows over here, which really gives a nice soft lighting so that if we want to come down here and hang out, listen to music, drink some beers, hang out with some friends, we're good to go. So nice. Thinking tomorrow I'm probably going to do a brew day. I'm going to test the water system out, and I'll be good to go. So it's a work in progress that continues to be. Actually, this has been nice. This has been really nice. I'm drinking all my Saison, my dry hop Saison. My sink has been beautiful. Fermentation chamber is going to be here. I'm probably going to get rid of this whiteboard and do something smaller because I don't need this big of a whiteboard back here. I'm probably going to put this behind my desk in the house. And then run some more shelving out here and put a smaller whiteboard. Maybe put a smaller one right here where I can write some notes down, or even on the back side of the door. Either way would work. Got a place to hang my mash paddle and my spoon. Other hooks I put up to hang stuff. It's work in progress. There we go. So there you have it, folks. The water install. I'm pretty good. I'm happy with the way it came up. I put a bucket down here just in case I have some leakage. No big deal. Water's not going to be on in here all the time. Water's only going to be on in here when I need it to be on. Otherwise, it's going to be off and unhooked. So, you know, it should all work out just the way we like it. Perfect. All right. So this is SJ Pour in Little Face Brewing, enjoying the fruits of my labor, and more so than just beer, the build. Cheers.